Hi everyone, Cheryl here. Thank you for joining me. I do realise this is likely to be my first video this year. It's lack of opportunity. There have been things going on, but it's lack of opportunity mainly to sit down and be able to do a video. I first want to apologise if you're seeing my videos and you see adverts. It's got something to do with YouTube terms and conditions. It's got nothing to do with me. I don't monetise my channel. But if you're unfortunate enough to be lumbered with an hour-long video before one of my videos, just press refresh. If you're on a computer, press refresh. And I don't know if the same will happen if you're on a phone or like a tablet device. Somehow refreshing it, going away and come back, it might get rid of the long advert and give you a small one. But I know I did seriously think, well, maybe I should monetize so I can control where the adverts go. And I don't know if you can control the length of them. I don't know. But then again, I don't want to mess around with self-assessment stuff with HMRC. I really can't be bothered with all that. So I do apologise. Also, if you're here looking for tutorials, I do not do tutorials. Please don't come at me in the comments. I don't do tutorials. I don't want to land up in a courtroom because someone's upset with me for having done a tutorial on their pattern. No, you need to contact the pattern designer and ask if somebody has done a video on their pattern. They might have already given somebody permission and they can direct you. So if you're doing that, if you're not looking for a tutorial, please go and seek out the pattern designer. I will leave links to all the patterns I have in the description box. That's another thing. I can't guarantee that they are up to date. Some of these patterns I might have downloaded years ago, and as I've been going through my I have a table of contents which I'm starting to add to with my older videos, looking at what I've talked about, finding the pattern, finding the link so I can put them all in the description box. And sometimes I'm finding I have to use Wayback Machine and I can get them that way, so I insert that link. And sometimes I find that what was once a free pattern is no longer a free pattern. So I might have said, oh, it's a free pattern on Ravelry, you know, and people might go there and think it's not free. Well, it was when I got it, unfortunately. So yeah, and sometimes it's just not available online at all anywhere, and yeah, I can't guarantee their availability, especially if they're older patterns. Moving on now to projects. I'll show you what I actually started and finished it last year, but the reason why I didn't show you it was because it was a two-piece set and I wanted to show you them together. So here it is. It's a hat. All it is, it's a knit faux pearl faux rib. And I'm not sure if this is actually knit in the flat. It's when my son went to the United States in 2015. He went to California. I said, please go to Hobby Lobby for me and get some I Love This yarn, because they don't ship to the UK. And I give him some money. And he got me some skeins of I Love This yarn. This is one of them. And this one came with a hat pattern. So that's the hat pattern I did. It looks like, is it in the round? Hang on, let me just check. They're talking about rose. Okay, that's the scarf. Forget about it then. Let's look on the hat. Oh yeah, join in the round. Sorry, no, it's okay. I didn't need to do anything. So that's the hat pattern. I don't like it. I just don't think the pattern goes with the yarn because of all the stripiness in the yarn. That's all. Although the yarn is lovely to knit with, it's soft. I like the yarn itself. I just don't think it's the right yarn for the pattern, that's all. And anyway, I did the scarf. It's a keyhole scarf, so I'll just show you it. I do have I've just taken a photo, so I will upload it with the video. So there you go, that's it. Keyholed. And do you know, I blocked this the other week. Had it out on the blockers, I stretched it out nicely and it's all lovely and straight. The moment I took it off the blocking mats, it's like a concertina. I thought, oh my goodness, oh, honestly, I was not happy. I decided, okay, let me go back a bit. Quite a few years ago, I began making a jacket for myself. My friend from Knit and Natter had given me the pattern. I thought that's a really nice pattern, but I chose totally the wrong yarn for it. I chose a baby yarn for it, and it really wasn't working up, and it had a cable, and I was thinking, it's just totally wrong. I'm going to eliminate this and use the yarn for something else and get different yarn. So I've got some yarn, Aran weight yarn from Mariner Yarns. It was them big is it 400 gram yarn balls or is it 800 gram yarn balls? They're massive. It's like Aran with the wool. It's got, I think it's either 80% acrylic, 20% wool or the other way around, but there is a wool acrylic mix. And I got a few of them and I started to knit it and I thought, you know, I don't even think the pattern matches this yarn. Okay, I'll try and find another pattern. So I found another pattern and I began doing that. And after a bit I thought, this was a jacket for myself, right? You know, like a hip length jacket. And I was working on it and I was thinking, I'm enjoying the pattern, but I'm not going to wear this. I've made something for myself before and I've never worn it. I just don't like making things myself. I don't know if anybody else is like that. So I started to pull the yarn out. I thought, I'm just going to make hats with this. Plenty of them. So the first hat I made, it's Calalock Beanie, and I got that from Ravelry. So here was the first iteration of it. And I believe, if I can recall correctly, it's cast on 96 stitches. And it really is a lovely pattern. But what I didn't like, I just felt there was a tremendous amount of stretch here. And I thought if a person had hair underneath, because this is all white, so you can't really see, you'd see the hair colour through there. And I thought, I'm not keen on those gaps. So I looked for the pattern repeat and saw where I could work it. And I made it bigger by one pattern repeat. Not only that, I went down a needle size, because the brim, this bit, the knit 2 purl 2, is smaller than the actual hat pattern. So I've made it larger. I think it looks better. Yeah, it doesn't look as stretched out when you look at those pearl bumps. It doesn't look as stretched. So I'm a bit happier with that. I've still got tons of the yarn left. I'm currently working on a different hat pattern right now. I can't remember what it's called. Oh, yeah, it's downstairs. It's work in progress, so I'm not even going to show it yet, but I'll just tell you what it's called. It's called Turner's Cross Stitch Cable Twist. Alright, but that's that. Have I forgotten something? Yeah. I'll just show you this in the meantime while I remember where I've put that other thing. Oh dear, I'm so disorganised. Alright, I think it was at the start of the year, one of my friends at Knit and Natter said she was showing us what she was knitting. And it's these, okay, it's a Mariana Lazy Daisy Days. It's a baby and child vest top, lacy vest top, but it's without the lace. It's for a charitable organisation abroad or something. So a few of us have been knitting some of them, and but they wanted them in the larger size, 5 and 6. So we've mostly been doing 5 because the pattern, all that she does with the pattern is not the numbers, it's the needle size. And of course this is a 4mm needle with a DK weight yarn. So this is actually the 3rd one I've knit. I knit another one like this, exactly the same colour. My friend put on the buttons because she has loads of matching buttons. And I think it was a pinkish colour, the first one. I was just testing out the pattern, seeing if I liked it, and I do. So she's got them 2 now. This is just one I was waiting to show for the video. But what I'll do, I'll include some photos I took of the other ones before I handed them over. It was quite clever. I didn't realise Windows could do this. I took the picture of it on a very dark coffee table in the shop, the coffee shop where we knit and natter. And then what I did, I found out from Windows photo editor that I could eliminate the background, and it's just totally white background, so it looks okay. So I can show you those photos for that one, but at least you know what one of them basically looks like with regard to colour, but what they both look like with regard to size. So these are going to flip around at the top and be buttoned there. Now I thought, well, do you know, it's not going to be good if we can never do any size 6, and that's 4.5mm, which the yarn's too thin for it in a DK. Well, I got some of this. Do you remember this? I love this yarn. thought, well, I've got some of them I didn't really have any plans for, so I've begun doing it with that. I know it's a worsted weight, but 4.5mm needle suits it really well, because this was made with a 5mm needle. So I think, you know, I think that's going to work up really well. So that's a work in progress as well. I'm going to have to come back because I've forgotten where I've put the other thing I was going to show you. Alright, I did indeed leave it in the other room. And you know what's odd? I went in that room and I thought, I can smell oranges and nobody's been eating anything in there. That's really weird. Anyway, I can only show you a little bit of this due to the fact that it's so big. But what I'll do, I'll insert a photo where I took an elevated photo of it. But you'll get the gist of it. It's this mitre square blanket. That's the right end, isn't it? No, it's not. It's the wrong end. Just me to show you the back side. There you go. So that's a corner of it. It looks so much better on the floor. But that's the basic gist of it. If you can still hear me, but you know, back there, hello. I'm still here. Anyway, I'm going to show you a photo. It's so much easier. And this is heavy. In fact, I don't even know how heavy it is. Oh mon dear. Anyway, this, I finished it. Hang on, wait a minute. Let me have a look at my data. This was something I actually started in January 2021, and I finished it, all the squares, 25th of March 2022, and I began sewing in the ends on the 26th of March. And then I stopped, and it's because there was two parts of it. You know how you say sew in your ends as you go? I should have done it like 2 rounds and then started to sew in my ends, because I left too much of a trail of yarn. It happened in 2 bits where I believe, for some reason, when I was picking it up and manoeuvring around, you know when something's pulled tight and all the stitches, it looked like they were coming up. Oh my god, it just looked a mess. So I had to get a sewing needle, and I was teasing the yarn back through and then giving it a tug that way, the whole thing, the whole piece, and going, well, I think I've done it, it's okay. I might have got away with it. But it happened at 2 places, and I wish I'd have sewn in my ends once I was happy with that piece when I went back around the second time. If I'd have sewn in my ends in then, I don't think it would have happened. So lesson to be learnt there. Do not sew your ends in the very end, because you might accidentally trod on it in picking it up and just stretch that yarn, and everything else is just, oh yes, it's not a good thing, believe me. So I finally, well, I put it down for a week because I just didn't want to be messing with it in the evening. And this is the only thing I worked on in the evening when we watched our 1 episode of whatever before bed. So I finally decided to pick it up. I thought, come on, let's pick this up finally. And that was the 18th of May. So I had from the 26th of March to the 18th of May not doing anything on it. But I thought I need to get out of the way. I really need to get out of the way. So anyway, it's done. It's quite big. I think I know where it's going to go. But not yet. I don't think now is a good time. By the way, the yarn for that, James C. Brett, oh my goodness, what's wrong with me? James C. Brett Top Value, I nearly said Top Chunking, Top Value, and that's a DK weight yarn as well. Oh, it says it there, 100 grams. And it looks okay when you see it on the photo and it's on the floor. Oh god, if you see the dent in the floor, right, okay. The centre of it might look a bit dipped. I thought, because one of the things I started in this year, and again I've stopped it in because I needed to do other things, I started to make myself my Sophie's Universe blanket. I can't remember how many rounds I've done, but I've been working on it a good few hours. And so I thought, you know, my 4 blocking mats are just not going to be enough to block it. I'm going to need some more. So I thought, I hunted around for the same size, the 60 centimetres each side, and I found a set. I thought, oh, that's great, okay, right, I'll get, so they came in sets of 4. I thought, well, I'll get 8. And I can join them with them ones, and that'll be 12. Should be okay for bigger blankets, I should be absolutely fine. Well, all the spaces are different. I can't interlock them. So I thought, oh God, Cheryl, you idiot. Anyway, when it came to like laying that blanket out for a photo, I thought, right, okay, I can do 3 by 3 and then 2 in the middle, but then there's a divot in the in the middle because there's only eight mats, and I can't join my other ones because it doesn't work at all. There's a centerpiece that one goes that way, and then on the other mat one goes the other way, and then they're like the regular bits. They just don't line up. They're just not meant for each other. They weren't made together in the same place. And the other week I thought, you know what? I think I'll get myself another set of 4. That'll be better. So I went to that. It was an eBay store. Oh, they've sold out, haven't they? Oh, well, that's no good, is it? And all the other ones I've been looking at don't have the right edges. And I thought, oh, this is no good. There must be another way of blocking really big things. Anyway, I'm just going to leave it there, because that's all I can do. Never mind. That's it. I don't know how long this video is going to be. I hope it's not going to be too long. Anyway, so I shall leave it there. I hope it won't be too long before the next video. Like I said, mostly it's lack of opportunity, because I'm with Christopher during the day. And opportunity, yeah, that's a crazy thing. Trying to do a video also at night, in the darker nights, it's not really that good. I like to do it during the day, but this is not during the day. It's because it's like getting on for summer soon, isn't it? Anyway, I will definitely go now and hope to speak with you soon. I've not left and I've not done a big comeback. I'm just doing another video. So I'll leave it there. Hope you're all alright. Please like, subscribe, leave a comment. Love to hear from you all. Take care, everyone. Bye.